Oh,
This might seem like an excuse, but I didn't like the summer.
yeah, you have an excuse, obviously. Not really, but
No, not really. I should have told
it's
that.
your choice. We got it. It's an ATL, whatever that's worth, but the rest of it, we'll talk that. Go ahead and find a seat there. Wow. Okay. No, I moved there. Yeah, don't do that to new people. Look at you already reading the objectives. Look at you already reading the objectives. Are you in the place?
No, it's my free class.
Oh, you can hang out, but usually people do stuff in the lobby. It's free. I can do whatever I want. You're not the boss of me. Is he right? He's not. Okay. I thought we are getting a new person. And I thought it was a girl, so I was like, oh.
Two girls.
Wait, does anyone know who the guy is?
No.
She's like third new kid. I'm sure it's not great.
I don't think he's in grade 12.
I think his name is Sheeran.
No, I told him.
Sheeran.
He's like,
No, he's in grade 12 and she.
What is it? I thought you said his name was T. Ren.
I don't know.
Apparently it's go wrong. All right, we'll go ahead and start. I haven't heard of Bell, but we're about to, I think. Did you hear Bell for the first period? Or?
No.
So kind of, all right. See, we got about a minute. No big deal. Roll. Everybody's here. Go ahead and fill up that massive water bottle there. Okay.
Video of macro, micro.
Hurry up! Trying to start the ubiquitous the summer thing. All right, we'll start geographically, and I don't mean like by where your passports. You didn't go anywhere. You stayed here the whole summer.
Well, I went to Hong Kong.
All right. Hey, don't this. Hong Kong's fantastic. So for like an afternoon, or I went to the new territory. You said I didn't even go to Central.
No, I did go to Central.
It was basically a crappy Shenzhen part of Hong Kong. It wasn't. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's wow. You must be chomping at the bit. Anything exciting? Or just, I guess that's kind of redundant question I'm having. No. All right. Sorry, guy. Next time. You'll get redemption with one of these breaks. Tom, what'd you do? Japan. Sweet. Where'd you go? How was that? Pretty good. Had you been there before? No. Cool. Straight up just tourism? Yeah. You say seniors? Like citizens or people in your grade? Got some massive cast hours for that. We're gonna cross the street. It's gonna be crazy. All right. Did you just stay in Tokyo that time?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Officially started. We got 2 in. Martin Lau, we're all gonna laugh. We feel bad for you, but still point and laugh at the same time. What'd you do this summer, guy? Yeah, the only person that pointed. He's like, hey, he said point. So you got some work done.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing. You got your whole life to do some work. So, all right. So, anybody has any questions about that test? I don't have answers. I'll just tell them to talk to you. Have you considered starting your own prep course? Yeah. What did he get? 2,400? Did he really? What's his name? Sahil? All right. Did you do anything fun? You play football or watch football? Cool. Did anybody who was here get to go watch that Bayern Munich? Did you?
We went to watch.
Did you?
Oh,
How was that? Was it?
A lot better than just no, he was not very good.
That's cool. So you got to see 2 games.
I know.
So Real Madrid and Evergrande. Okay. So there were Real Madrid played Evergrande and Bayern played Evergrande. Here. Here.
Yeah.
You saw that.
So we went to that.
Ah, cool.
That was 3-0.
Even better. So you got to see 2 proper teams. And not the Evergrande's not, but 2 in a ton. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. I just meant, once in a lifetime.
There was not proper.
Evergrande's going to play next week. Hante, what'd you do there, guy?
I went to the States.
Did you? How was that?
It was okay.
Where'd you go?
San Francisco.
Oh, cool. Beautiful. Huh?
Not really, it's just really fun.
It's
Very
really
different
fun.
from the way the tourists board train.
I want your opinions. I've never been, so my interpretation is basically on film and some sort of other business. So I guess it does get foggy, doesn't it? You can say foggy, right? So the weather wasn't so good.
Yeah.
Just San Francisco?
Yeah. We went up or down. Or no, we went east. To Lake Tahoe.
East. West is the water. All right. Oh, you went to Lake Tahoe. Okay, cool. So it's just obviously holiday vacation stuff. That's cool. Sweet. Jake, did you go to Denmark?
Yeah, it's Sweden.
And Sweden.
Yeah.
Did you take the boat?
No, train.
Train. Where'd you go in Sweden?
I went to Gothenburg and Stockholm.
Ooh, Gothenburg. Nice. You been there before?
I've been to Stockholm before, but not Gothenburg.
Nice. Dr. Carl?
Hi.
Where'd you go in Thailand? Sweet. You been there before? Hey, just because you stay in Guangzhou, okay? All right? This boy went to freaking Thailand, okay? I know. So don't hate, okay?
I'm not hating.
Raj, what'd you do?
It's Europe.
Ooh, all right. Break off the list. Where did you go?
Okay. Starting off, I went to Paris,
Paris.
and then I went to Brussels.
Brussels.
Yeah.
Did you shame on you? You and your white sepulcher city. This is blood money. The Congolese. Did you do that the whole time? You didn't?
It's actually really nice there.
Of course.
Like,
All that blood money. Let's get him, Joe. All right, so you went to Brussels.
Yeah.
Beautiful, right?
Yeah.
You didn't go to the museum the same? You didn't walk up to random French-speaking black people and go, I understand. I read Heart of Darkness. I can empathize.
no, but I had Stroop waffles, which was better.
You had what?
Stroop waffles, they're like the little waffles.
Oh, okay. You're awesome. So you actually remember from the documentary the the racial reference. Okay, good. Nice. That's what you're talking about, right? No one remembers like when he goes into the chocolate shop and they have this quintessential, it's a Brazilian known sort of treat, but it has this sort of racial. Okay, just shake your head. Thanks, Archer. Just agree with the teacher. Brussels, Paris, where else?
Berlin.
Berlin? Like, love Berlin. Where else?
Geneva, Zurich. It's Monaco, and back to Paris.
You went to Monaco? You sure about that?
It's
Yesterday he told me. Yesterday he went to Morocco. He's like, whichever the one with the rich people in the casinos. It's not Morocco. Cool. Wow. So you're training that all over? Yeah. Neat. What'd you do, guy?
Went to Korea
Did you?
for like 3 days.
If I have to make some kind of racial guesstimation, all right, let's do this. All right, you're fairly racial. He's like Persian, Japanese. He's all over the place. And his name's Arch. I meant it in a good way. Which one of those three did not go to Korea this summer? Shh. Think about it. Wow, that's what I was thinking. Yes, I know. He's the only one who didn't go to Korea. Man, Eugene, you paid some serious money for that hair. That's like not even your hair. That's like, it looks like steak. It's beautiful. All right, your hair looks lovely, but you didn't get the proper Gangnam treatment. All right, how's your knee doing there, guy?
I went to Korea, got my English check.
Is 200% or what they say?
They said I should start like playing after like a year, but I already played. So.
Yeah, you were running around in the wheelchair.
Yeah,
So,
so like, they kind of like gave up. It's okay.
are Korean doctors extremely what's the term? Sort of paranoid? Or they certain countries, the doctors like don't do anything, and then like other countries, the doctors like you need to be moving on this immediately. Or are they the ones that tell you not to? Obviously, yeah, that's redundant questions. So don't play for a year. Did you talk to any other doctors?
Another doctor, as in like I went to hospital yesterday because I got heat stroke playing the golf shirt.
Okay. All of this out of context. This is playing football. That's little human. You really got heat stroke? Did you ask about your knee while you were there? Did the old guys get heat stroke? The older guys. Yeah, the old men you're playing with. Did they get heat stroke?
Play with Jeff and Archer. I don't know.
There were-
I just heard Jeff was sick. Jeff was also sick.
So Jeff was visiting?
Oh, but that's because Jeff's not fit, man.
Hong Kong Jeff.
Yeah, oh, it was like Jeff, Aaron also visited him.
Aaron?
Yeah, Aaron.
Love her. Hi, Jeff. And teach Jeff. And who else?
Tom, but he left.
All right, Blake. How'd that go?
I was in Korea.
Yeah?
I was in Korea for 2 months.
The whole time?
Yeah, the whole time.
Staying with your brother?
He's in the military now.
What's he say about that?
He said it's hard.
Is it?
He literally says studying is the easiest thing you'll ever do. He didn't really study, so
So easy for him to say. Okay. All right. And he has 2 years of that or 1 year?
2 years.
Ooh, good Lord. All right. So were you running around by yourself this summer, or were there some parental? Were you free range this summer, or were there some parents watching you?
Free range.
Nice. Blake and Soul all by himself.
I turned 18.
Crazy man. Do whatever you want. It's amazing your parents. Okay. All right, Grace. How was your summer?
I went to Korea.
How was that?
It was okay, but it was too hot.
It was warm. Where'd you go?
No,
You guys gonna start fighting already? Where'd you go?
So I stayed. Yeah, I stayed.
So
Yeah.
you there the whole time?
No, I went there for like 2 weeks and I came back.
Come back. Jing Jing.
I stayed here for the most time, and I went to Philippines for mission camp,
Sweet.
and I visited Hong Kong,
Where'd you go in the Philippines?
Manila
Manila. And how long were you there?
for a week.
A week. What kind of stuff you do?
Feed children and
Yep.
make balloons, and we
Did you really just say make?
balloons.
So like you worked in a factory? So you interacted with kids and
Yeah.
did fun stuff and all right. So
So
like
it's a village, like a
Yeah.
big poor village.
yeah, obviously. Cool. That's cool. Nice. What do you got? You're in the Florida.
Yeah, I went to Florida for the last 2 weeks.
How was that?
It was raining a lot.
Yeah. Probably pretty humid then. Huh? Is that Clearwater? Is that what it was?
It's near Clearwater.
What'd you do, Nick? It's fairly predictable. How was that? Yeah. Taiwan's pretty nice in summer, isn't it? It's hot.
It's like here.
Who'd you see?
Maureen. What?
Oh, you
Maureen.
You saw Marine in Canada, I guess. And who else? Who? Wait, say it again. I've heard that name. If I saw the face. Yes.
Purple hair girl.
I don't remember. Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's probably pretty cute. Otherwise, you'd be excited. Yes, sir. Please go ahead. Angel, what'd you do?
I went to New York.
Did you see Wendy in New York? Bunch of people in New York. How was that? Nice. All right. Mel D, what'd you do? Come back to you. Yours is huge. Yeah. Where? Nagoya. Mongolia, Japan. Was that your first time going to Japan or no? Nice. Beautiful. All right. Maher.
I stayed here most of the time.
And when it wasn't most of the time here, where were you? Hong Kong? Fairly.
Yeah.
What'd you do? All this is starting to sound like a little bit like Mouse. Some kind of academic ghetto. You're not allowed to leave.
No, I wanted to do it. I wanted to be here.
Yeah. What's this like, this SAT place? Can you leave on your free will, or?
Yeah.
Actually, they did. I saw her like skipping class.
No, I wasn't skipping class. It was lunch.
Who teaches this, or what kind of?
This is just an academy.
Okay. Just a bunch of random students.
You know, there were people from the grade.
Wow. Did they make you do calisthenics and stuff, or? Yeah, I'm sure. Probably not a whole lot of fun. Danica, did you? Where'd you go? Wow, that was random. Like all the East Coast and Minnesota. Were you doing some university visit stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder. That's cool. Anything promising? Yeah, that's fun. That time of the year, people. All right, Anderson, what'd you do?
I went to Europe and
Where'd you go in Europe?
I went to London, Paris, Venice,
Nice. Bunch of people in Paris. You should let me know. We could have done some revision of your summative piece. All right. What'd you do, guy?
Everything? Or,
Yeah, I went the whole bit.
okay. First 2 weeks I was here.
Mm-hmm.
And I worked on my
You did.
EE.
Good.
You guys laughed at it. I swear.
You did.
I probably got a question, okay?
It wasn't good.
And then I went to Angel for 2 weeks. And I did an internship with like an English teaching program. So I basically just translated stuff. The majority of it was actually just watching YouTube videos. Like that's what they paid me to do. Was find YouTube videos where there's like short clips of English speaking, like from TV shows, and just write down what they say. Like that was my job.
Makes sense.
And then came back for 2 weeks.
How'd you get that? Who set that one up? There?
My mom's friend, he started up an English company like a job.
Yeah.
And then came back, worked on my English stuff.
Nice.
You won't believe that one more than the You guys can figure out which one was true.
Dropbox, let us know. No EE Dropbox.
Like, I got a new laptop, it's on another one, I swear. And then I went to Iran for 3 weeks. And that was really good because I saw my 7 cousins and 4 of my 5 aunts for the first time.
Wow. You were in Tehran.
Yeah, check out.
But that was really cool. I only hear really, really nice things about Tehran. People come back just saying it's fantastic.
Friends with my dad on Facebook.
I am friends with your dad on Facebook. He posted 6 million photos on there. I feel weird clicking on him, saying, "Oh, cool," but it's like, you know, there's Baba and there's Booby. And it's like it's all family stuff. It's like very, very little.
We didn't really do, you didn't do students.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, you did. I mean, you went there for the whole family. It's cool. Cousins, huh? 7
Yeah, 7.
and 5 aunts and uncles.
4. I have 4 aunts and 1 uncle, but I've seen the youngest one and 1 uncle.
It's amazing. How was the food?
Really good.
I bet it was fantastic.
Actually, 2 of the days we were there, we were traveling, and those 2 days out of 6 meals, we had kebab 5 times. I ordered the same thing because I weighed all the most.
Kebab.
That's too much.
Alright. Yeah. Did you pick up any Farsi?
Just like words here and there, but most of my cousins could understand English.
Yeah, probably.
At least talking.
That's fascinating.
How was your summer?
Why, thank you for having me. This guy, he is taking off all of. Andy told me I was dressed well today too, so.
I asked you yesterday.
You did. Roger got it. It was nice. 3 weeks I was here at Guangzhou. Weather was actually really nice.
Work on your EE.
I worked. I read a couple of some stuff from students. Questions, basically. Formulating some questions, and then I went to France.
Paris?
Yep, Paris.
Did you hear about the King of Saudi Arabia?
Yes. Or some beach maybe. No, I don't know about that. All of a sudden we start talking about my vacation. But that's okay. No, it's in nothing. I didn't do anything. It was fantastic. Ran a lot. Jog.
I can tell.
Thank you.
Oh my god. Wow.
This guy. Coffee. Walked around with my dog.
Nice.
I have a dog here. So leave my dog in Paris. I'll be back in 8 minutes. Don't pee anywhere. Not here. All right. There it is. PDF. Most of you are pretty good about last name, first name, all that stuff. And the Dropbox on the Moodle. It tells you how to submit that. Last name, first name. You tell me what the assessment is. Should say fall 2015. It's a PDF. If you have some sort of FOA, which is pre-recorded, I don't think anybody does. For future reference, obviously we know that goes in SP Media, but when you do put that stuff on SP Media, get the direct link, put that in a PDF and submit that for future reference. I already graded a couple of these. I literally mean that, and that should make a couple of you feel even worse if you don't have theirs done. Dude, I cannot believe out of all these people, you're the one that raised your hand. Yes. We don't even want to have that conversation, dude.
Just throwing it out there.
Extreme disclaimer. And you've been re-imaging that computer since
Today.
Every time I was like, Dropbox, oh, that's right, I gotta talk to that guy. Write stuff, oh, I think that guy. Oh, I gotta talk to that guy again. Forgot about that guy. Let that guy know, forgot about that guy. Good. 2.5 IB results. Whatever it matters, it makes zero correlation to whatever you're doing in this class, but it is the same course. They are the same texts. A lot of the people you know, we got the grades back, and they're pretty good. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying they were good. All right, so what does that mean for you? Not a whole lot. One thing which you have to keep in mind with the exam stuff, because that's really what it is. That 50% thing's massive. We don't know who's grading this stuff. Not to disregard what they did. I think maybe the examiner might have been a little bit nice. I don't know. I haven't seen what they've written, so I have no idea. So obviously my predicted scores for a lot of those people are just a little bit low. I had predicted a couple of people as being a 4. They came back as a 5. Nothing but good. Had a number of people as a 5. They came back as 6s. No problem there. A couple of people as 6s came back as 7s. Only person was inflated. Got a very high 6 and was predicted as a 7. That's it. So the numbers are extremely high. It doesn't matter. Once again, I'm only putting this up here because, yes, I know they matter to you. Like they do matter to me. I mean, I feel pretty confident about what somebody should get. This is the crazy number. That's insane. You don't. Like I said again, we don't know who's grading this.
So no one got 4?
We had 0 4s.
The
lowest thing we
had.
It's your effort, mate.
Next year you watch all those like drop.
And here's the thing. So what is it? It makes very little difference to you, except here's the thing. Maybe the questions they got were nice. Maybe the 2 texts or the 2 groups of text between option A and option B were extremely nice with the written, I should say paper 1. So I'm not saying last year's exam was easy. Because the only way you can really quantify that is that paper 1. Maybe the text that they went in with in terms of the part 3 text to paper 2 worked really, really well with a couple of those questions. So that's something we like, okay, we're studying the same text. Maybe we can equally do the same preparation. And because that paper 2 thing, I think, is what made the difference for a couple of those guys. I had a couple of 6s that ended up as 7s. A little shocked. So shocked about all these 6s, though. A couple of these people shouldn't have gotten a 6. Shouldn't have. 2 of them that I can think of. No way. Good for them. I mean, absolutely fantastic. Maybe they just crushed paper 1 and paper 2. But in terms of 2 years of work, they weren't 6 people.
It's gonna be us next year. You're gonna be talking about those kids.
I mean, you know who you are. He's still dancing around. That person's still dancing around going, I got a 6. I should have gotten a 6. I can't believe it. The other people are like, oh, yeah, I got a 6. Because that's what I should have gotten, and I felt like I was going to get a 6 the whole time. A couple of these guys right here, specifically, a couple of these people got 7s. We spent a lot of time going over that paper 2, which was essentially their mock exams. Most of these people, we scheduled time to come back, and we sat down with their mocks, and I graded them with them. I was like, I think somebody's going to be okay with this. This might not be a good idea. I don't understand this. For future reference, I say future, it's like near future because it's like, you know, a couple weeks before their exam. So we spent a lot of time going over that, which we have to because it's half of your final grade. It's big. So we're going to have to be very organized and very systematic with, right, these 3 days, we got a schedule. If you don't fit in that schedule, maybe you and I meet during a free, maybe we meet before school, maybe we meet after school. But the more individual, and that's a difficult thing, you know, 38, 39 year 2 students is you need some FaceTime. That was it. The scores are very high. And maybe the person we got just didn't know what they were doing. Or these are very accurate. And I think they're a little bit of both. I mean, I have no idea who graded it. I think I'm really okay with that. Those are fantastic. 61% got a 6. You do the math. There's only 23 candidates, so it's definitely more than 13. So 14 of them got a 6. It's like more than half of you get a 6. That once again, 2 groups, 2 different people, but same program. We'll figure it out. That'd be all right. It's good. Let's look at. So everybody got some kind of email. You probably got some kind of notification saying you are now a member of a group. Listen closely. This whole OneDrive thing has changed drastically since like April. And a lot of the functions it has now are pretty decent in terms of us being here and being in China. So a lot of your teachers will be asking you to do stuff in here. A lot of it will make sense. A lot of it won't make sense. I guarantee you in this class, another class, like, oh, you know what, guys? I know we said we're going to do it this way. We're going to have to switch this. So just be patient with people. A lot of stuff will work. A lot of stuff will make sense. I don't even like how OneDrive works. I don't like it. I don't like how things just disappeared. You open one thing, you have to go back. There's little tricks and whatnot. So just bear with us in terms of faculty, and we'll bear with you in terms of not doing your stuff over the summer. Did I say that? So if you open up, and your email at the bottom, what I like to do is I open up, like, you go to that square thing at the top. I'll open up like 3 email windows in one tab. And I'll have one of like inbox one. That's what you hear it go off 3 times. That's what that was. So I have my inbox, and then I'll have my 2 groups open in the other one. So if you click on our group at the bottom on the left where it says groups, it should show, and I can show you what it looks like over here. That makes a lot more sense. And this should open up in a new window anyhow. So this is us, groups, groups, groups. Click on this little triple dot thing, and you can click on, mine's in Spanish. Yours will probably say files. And you click on files, it might open a new window, which is not a bad thing. It looks like this. It's not super fast. We have a 300% bandwidth increase for this year. I can't feel it yet, but I know it's really more of a difference. everybody's on it at the same time. I don't know. So this is what we have so far. It's not a whole lot. What will happen is if we, and that means you as well, can create documents in this folder, we can all edit them. So what I want you to do is click on this one called folder 1.0 WAP, which was also a bad early 90s film about African American ladies with attitude. Wasn't it? Oh, it wasn't WAPs. Or was it BAPS? It was BAPS. Damn. Black American Princesses. You can watch it later. I'm sure it's on YouTube. It's not. So 1.0, click on the online Word document called 1.0 Literary in-Class Presentations. It's a little slow. It's a little slow. A little slow. Probably faster with that. While we're doing that, I'll just drag this across and you can play with this.
Oh, there it is.
Every minute of every class for this year will be recorded.
Wow.
Of course it is. Extremely legal.
Is this recording? Is this recording?
Recorded.
Are you doing this?
Which is purposely right here for a reason. Because the units make too much noise. And you say some really harmful stuff. So do I, so it's all easy. What? I didn't say. What I say in class? No.
So he doesn't be, that's like.
If you miss, you can come back and watch it. Stuff we do is documented. All right. So what I didn't realize was that document you're on, it's already filled out by the other guys. So I made another document. I'll title it later. It's called 2222. You should see it pop up. You have to refresh your IB Thug Life file folder. Just refresh the top. It'll be there. I'm not supposed to do anything yet. Just look at those topics. So we're looking at this guy right here called 2222. Everybody can open up that 2222. Yeah, it is. Oh, we're just gonna just get rid of that stuff. So if you see, obviously you're working with somebody else. There will be one group of. What I suggest is, if you're in a group with only one person has a computer here, you might want to split up there.
Yeah, I just want it.
So on the 222 document, and it doesn't really matter your topic. It doesn't so much. Find someone to work with. Get rid of the names from the other group and put both your names, or in one instant put all three of your names.
I'm just trained during the whole year.
There's only one group of three. Only one group of three.
What? No.
Only one group of three.
What's happening?
Only one group of three. It's definitely no group of four. Now you're two groups of two. Because I can't split this up. Anderson and Archer, double A. You take whatever you need. It's first come, first serve.
Yes.
You have to click on edit documents. And online words. We're on 222.
Yeah.
On 2222. Don't erase the other one. 2222. 2222.
Hey man, what are you doing? Stop that.
We're doing number 3.
Wait, why is there multiple?
Andrew.
They give multiple eyes. Yeah.
Just come on in and we sit down.
Wow.
Yes.
Is this narrative? Is it when
Which one? What is yours? Which narrative one?
It's just a narrative. It doesn't specify. You just address.
Take the last one.
Yeah, we're in grade 12. We'll fight about this.
Oh, what?
Oh, right.
What?
No. Artist, sure. Everybody hit Command Z and move your fingers. Way to go, cool guy. Oh, it was so.
Wait, who actually did
Who did that?
No, I
Artist, sure.
But I couldn't fancy it, it doesn't come back.
Oh my God.
You guys all the time when I'm trying to refresh and stuff and it comes back. Like, I can't do anything about that. I can't.
It's been recorded too, you knucklehead. And
It's really funny. Sorry, I just got. Is there like a history? Okay, how about we just copy and
Yeah,
paste
just
it?
copy and paste from the other one and sign up where you were. Copy and paste from someone doing it. Or
Just one person.
I'll do it.
I love it. You guys are problem solving. This is good.
Oh my God.
Wait, someone doing it?
Why would you do that?
Wait.
Absolutely hate it.
You guys
There it is.
you got it right?
All right. There's your 222. Fix it again. Be nice, artist.
Sign up for you, sign up for. Don't swap. No, don't swap. Just take it. No, but they were the first to sign up. Why is wait. You're still swearing.
Just to put it in the two.
Oh my God, it doesn't matter.
Obviously.
What are you doing?
What?
I'm not doing anything. I'm almost going to say I do it.
Now, everybody's got a topic. Everybody has a group member or group members. Nice. Arthur Anderson, Melody Maher, Davika, Angel, Nicole, great. So if your number, because they're based on numbers, so you have topics 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's us right there. So who takes the 8th topic?
Oh.
Eugene? Yes. You will go, you'll present your information, we'll talk about what these presentations should look like, what they should entail. You guys will go for us on Tuesday. So the class after next. Now, who has the first topic? First topic. First two names. All right, whoever you guys are going to go on next Thursday. You can go ahead and estimate how that works. We'll do one of these towards the beginning of each class until we're kind of done. If we skip a day, obviously I'll let you know ahead of time. But you can kind of factor in at least, due to the fact that next week we have 2 class periods, and the week after that we have 3. You do the math. Don't lose that number right there. I'll probably just copy and paste this to the bottom of our Word document. 8, 1, 3, 5, 7, 4, 9. No, we're not doing that again. I don't really care, honestly. If for whatever reason somebody needs to change and they're going to change it because it benefits both groups, I don't care. Obviously.
It's either like 2 every class, right?
One every class. One every class. Yes, Eugene and Grace, right? Go on Tuesday. Roger and Carl or Han, whoever it was, on Thursday.
And then we're gonna have a
Now, while I'm pulling up the next bit, how about you submit in the grade is still 11. Whoever calculated that idiotic projector with that idiotic screen does not understand what split screen means. You know what I'm talking about, because every damn time I'm trying to grab the top of this stupid tab, I can't see it because it's a stupid ass black piece of crud up there. And all I do is just mess things up and it's like it adjusted. No. And I get lucky and do that on the 5th try after everything else is already completely discombobulated. Okay. Yeah, I can. But no, not too much. Never just mess the bottom. The bottom be off. The bottom's important to me as well. Go to the 11th standard submission form, same from last year. You can be creative about how to find that. It's probably in your browser. If you re-imaged it, you can be creative about how to find that. I want the last bit of your notes. Over the summer, you're supposed to just read, look at the pictures of the mice and the other animals, maybe read some of the words in the call-out boxes. You're supposed to interact with women at point 0. If you are very organized, and it doesn't mean you're necessarily very organized, but if you happen to organize your notes based by chapter, because they are numbered, I just want the last chapter. That's all I want. Yep. If you don't numerically or by chapters your notes, just give me the tail end of your notes. If you handwrite these things, go to the end of your notes. Raise your hand. I'll come by. And I'll read you. Otherwise, copy that text, open up the standard submission form, put your name, and paste your business. This is your little notebook for the end. Wow.
No, that's not even. It's like.
Please don't tell me this is not English. Thank you. Do we only have 4 things for approaches to learning, right? Yeah, currently. I'm going to get a new form so we don't have to mess with that anymore.
No, I mean like that's
This is like the first time I actually read it. I actually read the book. I wanted to read it. My computer. My computer.
Kebab.
Martin says ditto because Martin also does. That's really good.
Now,
It sounds like
your presentations, Eugene and Grace, on Tuesday. Listen closely. These guys should be no more than 10 minutes. They should really be no less than 9 minutes. I really want you to make sure you have an outline. All this is on that document you signed up on. So it looks something like this. I'm just going to do this from now on. Pull one across, then I'll Command W. I can leave it down there. I'm an idiot. I have a whole tirade. I can just list it down there. Anyways. So, very simple requirements. You will create, you can create this in OneDrive and then share it with me. You can go ahead, if you really want to, just go ahead and directly create it into our new group folder I already have access to. So that way we don't have to unplug and plug and all that. You'll just create that thing in an online OneDrive PowerPoint. I need a presentation. At the beginning of that presentation will be an outline. That outline will read just like a written task 2 outline. So a couple of yours, especially who want about to actually achieve or attain a level of power, that is your question. That kind of will work like your prescribed question in a written task 2 outline. You will have your 3 to 4 bullet points, which will summarize. You guys are weird. Like an invisible pass that they keep handing off to each other. All right. You guys have a project or something on in that bathroom? Or? No, I don't. It's obviously you. 3 to 4 bullet points about what we're going to see. Think about, yes, it is literary analysis. You must extensively refer to the text. If you have page numbers, great. If you don't. We know how we refer to a text. We can literally quote, or we can say, for example, in the scene where this character is confronted with this and blah, blah, blah. So it's specific. It's not just like all those jerks who are jerkholes to fair dogs. That's not your extensive reference to the text. On a secondary note, in terms of long-term planning, go ahead, make sure when you're not sure about these people's names, write them down and memorize these names. It's big. It's big for any oral response. It's also big for your exam. This is one of the texts you will be based your written task 2 on. And to not know these names when you're doing a proper 25% of your final grade is embarrassing. Writing hubba-baloomy, baboomy, what the hell is that? Baboony. The rapey guy. Writing stuff you can't paraphrase in your exam. The creepy, the pervy old, the guy with the messed up face. Can't do it. You can't make up names either. Akbar. Are you sure? Is that one of your cousins or something? All right. Touched on some sort of Akbarian. No. All right. Now that you've signed up, let's go back to our daily objectives. There is another document.
Whoa.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
You just now got in your email and got like 8,000 invites? Just to save time, open up the PowerPoint called Woman Appointed Zero Prior Knowledge.
I think that's what. Oh no. There's another middle page.
Which is also in the same folder.
Yeah, I think you have to like.
Did they give you a loaner or something? Or that goes?
This is mine. I don't know why it's so much.
Everything's all that
See, I have to go to all this other stuff.
You have to be in the register.
I don't know how a lot of these documents online are going to react. How quickly.
You're two now. Must be your one.
So what I need you to do with that is, once again, it was poor planning on my part because I forgot I have 2 classes. I should have made 2 documents. Go to the second slide. Which is this guy right here. And these names are irrelevant because we're gonna get rid of those names. We're on the second slide. The first slide will stay the same because we need to know who they were. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 topics. And you have a maximum of 3 members per topic. So if you're working in threes, might as well just stay together. On the second slide, erase the names from the other jerks and put your 3 names on whichever one you want, girls. It's first come, first serve.
How do we do this?
What's left? Well, there's 3 of you. So now you're in worse trouble with Anderson over there. Quick, he's not in your group. He removed himself. 3 people in a group? I will have 1 group of 2. Yes. You cannot. Can't turn it on. No, literally. It doesn't turn off anymore. Stays on. It's even created its own. It's even created a whole new level called sub-RGB. It does not respond to controllers. It just runs. It laughs at you when you click.
I mean, if you can like, if I can click the button.
Yeah, just put things running. It's going on 365, 24/7. That thing is going to run until it blows up.
Oh, really?
You need to be on that second slide, finding out who's the 3rd member in your group. We have a Korean out over here. Probably the guy with red tinted hair. Just makes sense. Can you see red?
Bygones.
Bygone. Bygone. I got a group of 3. I got a group of 3. I got a group of 3. I got a group of 2. And I got a group of 4. People are pointing at Blake because he doesn't have bygone hair. I got a group of 4.
If we, the theme that we select, will that have to
2 different things. Completely. Yeah, we'll sign up and then we'll discuss what this is supposed to do.
Anyone editing video? 콜로니얼
Carl, Han, and Justin. Angel, Nicole, Davico. Jacob, Tommy, June, Melody.
It's like the thing where
You should have somebody at this point in time. We'll figure that out. Just listen closely what this is supposed to do. Some of the stuff we recognize. Some of the stuff, it would be beneficial for us to have a better understanding of what these topics are in general. Obviously, they're all related to the novel. So think about this. This is not any sort of analytical anything. I'm okay with all sorts of crappy resources online. You find this stuff, tell us more about them. Historically, contemporarily, and then at the end, doesn't have to be overly analytical. Where do we see this in the novel and to what extent? Here's the thing. Let's just pick that women in Islam. A lot of us read this and we're like, oh, no wonder. I mean, we have some preconceived notions, which aren't necessarily warranted. They're potentially accurate about how women are treated in certain countries. We get that. And those generally come from some sort of, they're warranted. There's some sort of premise there. Do us a favor. See what the research is not in depth. Just increase our understanding of what women's role in Islam is. That does say Islam as in a religion. So, and maybe within, whoever picked that one, which is Angel Nicole and Davika, maybe within that small presentation, you also talk about how certain areas or geographic social aspects, how their treatment of women works technically with the sort of scripture, which would be the Quran, or maybe how it isn't justified. Because I think what we have a lot of times are we just assume that, well, women who practice this faith do that because of their faith. And maybe that's true, but maybe it's not justified. Maybe it's like, especially in Egypt, there might be some older tribal thing which might justify that. And then what that might do, it might make us sort of understand where certain characters are coming from. Maybe what Sadawi might be trying to criticize or just make a comment about. Some of it, we might not learn anything. I think it's all open to some sort of increased understanding. Martyrdom, what is the concept? How does it exist in general and in the world? And then at the end, once again, tie it into the work. And if it really works in a conventional sense of what martyrdom is. Female genitalia mutilation, oof, it's a rough one. Obviously, what the hell is that? History, social understanding, and also maybe like a legality sense, governmental. Where is this okay? Where is it not okay? If it's not okay, why do people still do it? What do they say to justify that? And maybe what do other people who criticize it really say might be their justification, or how that justification might be based? What is post-colonial? We've heard this already. We know what colonial or post-colonialism is in terms of Joseph Conrad. How does it work with this? And how does it work with Egypt? And how does it affect the sort of social climate of the characters, the characterization of the work? Arranged marriage, betrothal. We get what arranged marriage is, but tell us more about it. You can actually start on this in about 4.5 minutes. So what I'll ask you to do is, since you've signed up here and I messed up, listen closely, there will be an online PowerPoint right next to this guy, which will say your group. It'll say group B. You're B, right? That's what you are now. You're B. B-E-E. Group B. It's just easy to see. It says like year 2, all that stuff, and just says 1B there. It'd be easy to pinpoint. It'll look just like this. Pay attention. You can do a couple of things. You can write all your notes wherever you need to. But when we open up this PowerPoint, say, all right, so on such and such day, we're going to go to our prior knowledge presentation. All of the information will be on this one PowerPoint, which I'm about to create in about 5 minutes. Does that make sense? So you can put your notes and all that stuff wherever you want. You don't have to type straight into the PowerPoint. I don't know how that's going to work with 19 people. All this is being filmed. Every minute of this class, and your crappity crap, I just had too many kebabs, attitude and behavior will be recorded.
Wait, I'll tell you what I was.
See the tape. Approaches to learning.
I would say that it's so not funny that it's funny.
All right, I like that already.
You know how our class, it's like B with 2 E's?
Yes.
I'm saying that it's B with 2 E's because we're B2, and then the B1 block probably only has 1 E. Okay, that's my not funny.
It's not funny.
I don't understand that.
Actually, my stomach hurts after. This is funny. I don't feel good.
Do you know what cold jokes are? Have you heard cold jokes?
That's like even worse than a cold.
Yeah, it's worse than cold
It's
jokes.
just a joke.
Cold jokes are like a polar bear was cold, so he got a fur coat. Like those are cold jokes.
I get that.
They're so stupid.
Did you get that before?
I always have to deal with temperature.
Yeah, because it's like no, or it's just a joke that's not funny. Like it doesn't make
So it's so
not funny.
It's not funny.
It's not funny. Just like it's just not funny.
What if the subject matter has nothing to do with things being cold?
I don't know. It's just called. I don't know.
You really understand. It's a really bad example, but you picked the polar bear.
It's the exact same fact.
You know who's really good at black comedy?
Black guy?
Brown comedy, wasn't it? Yeah, don't confuse people with things that have very little to do with the actual definition. So when we open this up, and this is important with the whole collaborative documents, which a lot of your classes will be engaged with this new OneDrive that should actually work, the order will be this, right? So when we open this guy up, the Carl and Roger and Han might have 5 slides there. You might have 2 slides. I don't know what you're going to put on there. Numbers aren't necessarily equivalent to value. But the first X number of slides will all follow this template, which is the 3rd slide. We'll see your title in all of those, and we'll see your 3 names at the bottom. The content will be there. So the first topic will be conducive or correlate with the first slides. Whoever has a second topic will be the guys in charge of the slides after that. So just try to keep it in order. That way you're not going through your female genitalia business and someone shoves something else in your presentation. It's all on one actual PowerPoint. So before we start with this, wherever you take notes, we got a couple of boring notes we're going to take real quick. Boring and obvious, but necessary, maybe. know why you waste our time with that cold joke business.
Maybe you don't have to.
All right. Once again, I've said it before. We pick a lot of these authors because they're modern. She's fantastic because she's still alive. We get to hear her say all sorts of fantastically brilliant, intellectual, and just insightful things. There are countless interviews and lectures. A number of these I will ask you to watch on your own time. They'll all be in SP Media. Some of the stuff we'll look at in class. But in terms of critical analysis, and it could be an FOA, could even be a written task 1, that stuff's there. We get more out of it because we're able to actually tap into her mindset, not only directly related to the novel, but any other topics, because she's pretty predictable in terms of what she's about, not in a bad way. So she has an agenda, she's a politically active feminist. And so we'll see her talk about not only literature, she speaks about literature very little, actually, in terms of all the stuff you'll find. It's mostly about situation of women in developing countries, women's rights, human rights. So she's quite the human rights activist, but she's probably more defined as being a feminist. She, University of Cairo in 1955. So she's getting on up there. She's super fantastic and fun. She's like a really, really, really smart female Egyptian Yoda. Mean that in the bestest way ever. She's super, super quick, all over the place, and cute and wrinkly and gray. She ran for president at one point in time, which says a lot about anybody, but obviously being a woman in patriarchal society, it's not unheard of. One of the first female heads of states was actually Benazir Bhutto, which she was Prime Minister of Pakistan. A little bit of irony there, I guess. She's a co-founder of the Arab Association for Human Rights. All this stuff, what does it really mean? Write it down, I guess, if you need to. It says a lot about her character in terms of what she does and her level of engagement and commitment. She's the Secretary General of the Medical Association of Egypt, and equally Director General of Health Education Department. One of these is essentially equivalent to like the Minister of Health, which you'd find in most countries has like this usually presidentially appointed position. So she's at the highest level of a political position dealing with her field. So she's a medical doctor. That means we got 7 minutes left. Secretary General, I got all that. The alarm confused me. Concepts from the work, socioeconomic class. So we do have a lot of that sort of the haves and the have-nots. People having no money, needing money, and what poverty and being destitute does to people in terms of options and limiting their options and the drastic nature they will take to improve their situation. Without a doubt, gender roles. It's there. That's why this book works so well with our course. Women as a social and political tool, as an idol. Subjugation of women, keeping them down and keeping them down for a reason. Kebab. My new catchphrase. It works for anything, right? Watch this. Kebab and kebab. Patriarchal society. We've seen this one a lot. Dudes are in charge. It just makes sense. I don't mean dudes being in charge. I just mean from the Greek. That makes sense. That it means father. Anyway. It has nothing to do with hating Japanese soup. Haha. Miso. Has to do with hating women who hate soup. I don't know. The hatred of women. It's Greek. It's not even Japanese. We got a new Greek kid. Grade 10. Greek. I get to speak Greek at school now. Finally.
What's the process?
Huh? I don't know. Every time he's like, grade 10. Today we whatever it is. Poor kid. Algebra. Post-colonial and post-colonialism. This guy will be, don't even touch it because someone's going to present this for us, correct? Yes. Human trafficking. We'll watch a very drastically sad, like most things in this class, documentary about this. Some of you might choose to do an FOA or written test 1 based on this. I don't know why I got attached to that. Martyrdom will also be discussed in terms of a topic with our prior knowledge presentations. Themes: survival, shattered hopes, betrayal, self-determination, liberty, orphaning, birth and rebirth. These are proper literary things. There's a ton more which we could say are equally present in Woman at Point Zero, but these are some major ones. Rebirth. Betroth, pander, patriarch, matriarch. If we haven't, most of these you know. You might not know that pander one. Look it up. I'm pretty sure the middle school principal thinks, or that's what he would call that large Chinese raccoon animal with the black and white one. He's got a nice Boston accent. Panda, panda. He calls Guangzhou, I can't say it. He calls it Guangzhou. Guang. Who was here yesterday in the assembly? I'm pumped up to be here in the Guangzhou. Guang.
Nobody could hear.
You couldn't hear? I could tell the way you guys were talking. Did you see me looking at you?
Fired up.
I saw.
Did you see me looking at you?
A bunch of teachers
Yeah.
looking at us.
Miss Smith.
Yeah. She nabbed a few kids. Like they were up there knuckleheading on the thing. She's like. All right. So, homework. If you look at the daily objectives or even the homework page, it's called Spiegelman text. Your homework is to choose one of those texts. They are a series, I'll show it to you real quick, should already have it open, of covers from the New Yorker. I think there's 4 to choose from. Just pick one. Treat this kind of like a commentary, so everybody will come back with some notes. Everybody must have a commentary thesis. So depending on which one you pick, Spiegelman in his cover of the New Yorker utilize this XXX in this kind of context in order to make whatever commentary it's going to make. You need to analyze the text in terms of it's a whole lot of non-text based text. So visual layout, juxtaposition, some kind of color scheme, iconographic imagery, homage, all those things which we would get in terms of a text with no words saying a whole lot. Two of you, based on our wheel decide, will stand up in front of us and give a 4, probably 5-minute quick mini commentary, which will be stemmed from the notes you take from homework. So all of you will submit in a text-based format your homework, which will have commentary, thesis, some justification, referencing the text, classic sort of analyzing some sort of work. Two of you will stand up there and do it in front of us to work on those oral analytical skills. That's for Friday. That's the only homework you have, except for some of the thing you did not do, the notes you did not take, and that work you did not read. So, two of you have no homework to do except for this. And you know which two you are. Shut up, Kebab. Oh, Kebab. Kebab. You just got kebab. That's your new thing. Oh, you just got kebab. Right in your face. Kebab. And our class is ending. We should have some sign-off music. Did you corrupt those Persian boys? Are they all kind of? Mm-hmm.
So I have only one male cousin.
Good. Or maybe not.
I saw five cousins.
Yeah, you said 7. Probably got a little confused. It does work. You can't catch yourself.
And I don't like the main character.
It's
like, yeah.
Oh, well. Yeah, but it's
Oh, and if you're obviously the people that go on Tuesday, you might have a little bit more work to do as well. Seems like we even have some. I think we just were here already. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.
Any